Welcome back to another episode of the Youth RTG. Apologies about the white balance on the camera yesterday. I was a teeny bit ghostly. I hadn't set, obviously, as I mentioned yesterday, I've got a new camera, and I hadn't quite figured out the settings yet, but needed to get the video recorded. So I have a bit more colour to me today. I'm not quite so ghostly and bright and shiny and white. There is actually some pigment in my skin. I'm not just as white as a sheet. So now that that's sorted, we can crack on and get ourselves hopefully further towards winning this Premier League title. We start with an away game against Crystal Palace, against Middlesbrough in the FA Cup, which we'll sim and hopefully win. Then it's kind of two games against our Premier League title rivals, Manchester City and Liverpool, including obviously an away leg against Roma in the Champions League and a game against Leeds in the Premier League, which is at home, which we shall simulate. So we'll start just by getting through this game against Middlesbrough. We did draw the opening game, so we're having to go to the replay, but it should be a replay that we win, which we do. Salem and Hefte with the goals, and then that hopefully will see us through to the, well, it will see us through to the next round. Hopefully the next round is drawn in a place that doesn't affect our fixture list too much. Prize money's been awarded. So the next game should have been drawn, and it has, and it's here. Okay, Tuesday night in the FA Cup. Should be a Saturday, but you know, whatever. It's FIFA. Right then, I will see you in a game against Manchester City. You can see that we are a point clear of Liverpool. And then, actually, we've a sizable gap now to City and Everton and Manchester United and Arsenal. The fight for top four is very fierce, with just 5 points separating third from 8th, and Wolves are on 38 as well, so 6 points, 2 games worth of points separating 9th from 3rd. But it is increasingly looking like it's becoming a 2-horse race at the top of the table. That said, when we played Manchester City earlier in the season, they did get the better of me and pick up the win, I'm pretty sure. Right in the early stages of the season, it was a 3-1 defeat against Man City. So, if they beat me again, then that brings them right back into the title fight. And even more so if we then subsequently lose to Liverpool as well. Avoiding defeat against Liverpool, well, beating Liverpool and avoiding defeat against City is probably the best way to do it. But we battered Liverpool last time we played them, and if they play the same way again, then hopefully we will extend the lead at the top of the table. It could go any which way today. We could be 5 to 6 points clear at the top of the table. We could be 3rd by the end of the episode. Let's go and find out which way it goes, shall we? Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on the remainder of this season or the next save that comes after this season. Brand new save coming very, very soon indeed. But for now, we'll concentrate on Barrow. We'll concentrate on the Youth Academy. And we'll concentrate on going back top now that Liverpool have won their game. Edison still between the sticks for City. Pedro Porro, Marco Cana, Matthijs de Ligt, and Pervis Estupiñán, Bernardo Silva, Manuel Locatelli, and Eduardo Camavinga. Ferran Torres, Phil Foden, Maximiliano Gomez. 4 goals in his last 3 games, Maxi Gomez. So, danger man, but it's a danger side, isn't it? It's a danger 11. Camavinga, oh, that's not good from him. That's really not good from him. Found a 4, and he sent Estupiñán. Oh, but can't find a teammate. Can't keep hold of the ball either, and Camavinga makes up for his mistake. Left one on him there a little bit. Maxi Gomez and Locatelli link up nicely. That is a rangy pass out wide to Phil Foden. And City already showing their qualities in various areas. Maxi Gomez, well, in Pumphrey, we've got some quality with him, thankfully, in our defence. And he's going to have to be on the ball today if we're to get something from this. Big defeat to City last time we played them. Really would like to get a measure of payback if we can. Easier said than done, especially away from home. Lift that. Looking for Salem, who's risen well to win that header, and Tudor keeps it away from the defender too. Could be in behind Tudor. Ball will look for Vicente. Come on. One at a time. One at a time. Please be onside. He is! Yes! 1-0! Oh, it was borderline. It was really close for offside. I tried to rush the pass as quickly as I could across to Salem to ensure that he was the right side of the defensive line. But 1 by 1, so close. Estupiñán did put his arm up calling for it. It really was tight, as it was evading Edison's right leg. But into the bottom corner it goes, and that narrow strip of Barrow fans you see in the far corner will be going wild. Estupiñán, that's beautifully into Maximiliano Gomez. Trying to deny them the space to shoot. Bernardo Silva's shot is just lofted into Vermeulen. That's a beautiful flip. And he's in his own half here, Salem, so he's definitely onside. And that is how you turn defence into attack. 2-0. Counter-attack at its very purest. Barrow 2. Manchester City 0. That was beautiful. Driven out wide to Ferran Torres. Little back heel. This is good from City. We can't write them off. Oh, the vision, let alone the ability to actually find the man. What a pass. Here's Locatelli trying to run things from deep. Camavinga to Bernardo Silva. Keep him off the left. Keep him off the left. Keep him off the left. Good. Locatelli. Runners in front of him. Pumphrey's in the way. Oh, we're at it again. We're at it again. Counter-attacking football at its absolute purest. No! No! Yeah! 3! De Ligt. Cross to Locatelli. Caught him there. Here's Maximiliano Gomez. Give me that. Okay, definitely a foul to be fair. Foden with a free kick. Options short and further afield. He's going to have to shoot. Probably Canna. Camavinga. Oh, Bernardo Silva found well. Vermeulen's in the way. Win that header. That should be half-time and is. Really strong half from us. Manchester City were impossible to play against in the first game against them this season. And I have a funny feeling at the moment they feel the same about me. It's very narrow at the minute, City. They do defend with their wide players tucked in. You see the shape that they've got there. Now it spreads out, but now isn't the time to spread out when I'm actually pushing to try and score another goal, which we subsequently do. They were so narrow and compact, and I couldn't find a way through. So I went back a bit to try and regroup, and then they were like, oh, we'll open up now. Well, I'll pick you apart then. 4-0. Locatelli. Bernardo Silva. They're trying to do to me what I did to them. Catch on the counter, but we've gotten bodies back now, thankfully. Bernardo Silva into Camavinga again, who's continually trying to be the creative force for them in the midfield, but increasingly also not being able to do it. I think Tudor's just offside there. I'll take the shot early just in case. He was on. Thankfully, it's not going to cost us because we're already 4-0 up. I have a funny feeling this episode may even end up being kind of roles reversed. We struggled against, well, really struggled against City earlier in the season and then battered Liverpool. And now we're battering City. And with the strengthening that Liverpool have done in their most recent January transfer window, I have a horrible feeling we're actually going to struggle against Liverpool now. And of the two, I'd rather it were Liverpool that I got this result against, not Manchester City. That being said, still not going to turn down a 4-0 win away from home against the title rival, and especially a side as strong as this Manchester City one. Estupinian off and Grimaldo on. Alejandro Grimaldo, the Spaniard. 20 minutes to go, and City haven't offered much. We've offered plenty. Only if we offered plenty, we have delivered plenty too. And maybe more yet. Camavinga short to Gedikli. I don't know who he is. Bernardo Silva. Know who he is. Back to Pedro Porro. Bernardo through the gap. Gedikli again. Intercepted. And not only very quick thinking, but very quick countering is what has served us well in this game. And I just don't understand why they play the way they do sometimes. 5 at the Etihad. Inside to Salem. And short to Hefte. We got a 6-0 against Fulham earlier in the season. We might replicate it here, although Grimaldo has ensured we don't get one on this occasion. What's the point, see? What is the point? It's just perplexing. Really, really, really confusing. Salim's onside. It is going to be 6. Can you believe it? 6-0. Barrow to... Why is he doing that celebration? All right. 6-0. Fulham, understandable. City, unexplainable, let alone unexpected and unacceptable. Speechless at this City performance. Absolutely speechless. Creatively, dead. Defensively, not even ever alive in the first place to die. Just awful. Manchester City 0, Barrow 6, Hefday hat-trick. I don't think that's ever happened before. Incredible. Pure counter-attacking football at its best. What more can you say? Ta very much for the points, lads. Appreciate it very much. Find a Fort's development schedule and Vermolen's development schedule are all completed. Can we train him anywhere else? Absolutely not. Fine. How about Vermolen? He might be able to train a little somewhere else. He's 86 rated. I remember when we were waiting for him to turn 16 so we could call him up. Now he's 19. He's one of the best goalkeepers in bloody Europe. Such is the power of dynamic potential and the youth system on career mode this year. Right, Roma up next in the first leg of the round of 16 of the Champions League. It's going very well so far. Let's keep it going. Agustin Rossi in goal for Roma. They've got Dembele through the middle up top. A narrow defensive formation though. It's a 3-4-3. We could probably do something against this. And a strong first leg away from home would put us in a great position to hopefully be able to sim the second leg and get comfortably through to the next rounds. If we can replicate what we did in the last game, then hopefully, I mean, with 6 away goals, you've got to be pretty sure that you're through, provided you haven't conceded 5 home goals as well in that same leg. Coach has a number of options, including Provod out wide. Come on, Nagy, deal with it. Kirkchu, Pumphrey, yes, well done, Rodri. Here we go. This is what we do best. Let's go to ball first. Oh, please keep that in, Lucas. Oh, well done. Delivered. Oh, keeper. No, Salim. I've got to bring this down. Oh, Salah. How has he not tucked that home? Open goal. And he hits the woodwork. I can't believe that. The gifted opportunity with lack of defensive positioning to get an away goal in this first half. And we haven't found it. That's a foul. And that will be half-time. Chances have been few and far between in that first half. We might not get a better opportunity to take a 1-0 lead. Forward to Van der Voort. And Hefte. Come on, let's get a goal. I really was hoping to breeze past Roma. It's not happening, as you've evidently been able to see so far. It's been a tough game that they've managed very well at the back. That's a hell of a ball. And talk about defenders getting isolated. That's more... Oh, I thought the keeper was going to come for that. It's more me getting isolated there with Pumphrey being my only defender back. Can't switch off defensively just because we feel like we've got a good attack. So our attack isn't firing this fixture so far. But it could now if this pass is right. Come on, Salim. Fire us in front. Good lad. There's the away goal we've been waiting for. There's the 1-0 lead that we've been craving. Now keep that going. Let's finish this tie off right here, right now. Good ball from the keeper. And Dembele's done really well to win that header against Jenkins, let alone actually aim it as well as he did as well. Just winning it in itself was feat enough. Here's Lamar back to Fearman. And Tamar Lamar again. Fairman nicely in Mulholland, but Vicente couldn't react to it. Can we get to that? No, Lamar is marshalling that right-hand side really well. Here's Macias. Dembele, good block by Pumphrey. Rodri has been shadowing him everywhere he steps in this game. Almost man-marking him out of the game. I haven't necessarily set him up to do that, but that's just how much Pumphrey has been positioned, or how well Pumphrey's been positioned throughout the game. That's going to be a corner, I think. Provod winning the header with 20 minutes to go. We could look to add a second. I still don't think that 2-0 is straight enough fixture to have me confident of being able to make it through to the next round with a simulated game. I think I'm still probably going to have to play leg number 2 in tomorrow's episode. But we'll try and put ourselves in a better position if we can. Ball with the ball in. Pumphrey's up. Oh, can Pumphrey get to that again? He tried, but he couldn't quite reach it. We get to that. Nagy clashes with Lamar. Looked like a rather nasty clash of heads there, actually. Into Damian Tudor. Salem. Oh, wanted to play the ball into Van der Voort, but couldn't get it away from the defender to get the pass off. Jack Grealish off the bench here for Roma. Hello. Didn't see him on their bench when the graphic popped up earlier. Here's Robin Koch. To Nahuel Perez again. Kirk Chu. 15 minutes to go. Looking for Grealish down the line. Surely that's overhit. He's not going to keep that in. No, definitely not. We are probably the better side here on the balance of play, but we certainly haven't shown it with the scoreline. And Roma absolutely will feel like they've got a chance here in the second leg if we can't add a second. Can we, though? Hefte with an excellent turn. Hefte! Not far at all past that post. But crucially, it was wide. Win that. Oh, Dembele's so difficult to deal with aerially. He's not the tallest, Moussa Dembele, but he is ever so present in the air at any given moment. But it's only with those long balls forward that they've tried to utilise that ability. If they got it out wide, which you would thought they would do in a 3-4-3, and tried to whip in some crosses, I'm sure Dembele would have a great chance of scoring a goal. But it's not something they've looked to do with their setup tactically. Fearman will squeeze that to Macias, and here's Fearman again. And they've got a chance here, Pumphrey. With a vital interception, and maybe we can finish it off at 2. Oh, Van der Voort, I didn't see the extra man. Look at Bull. Out wide to him, and now stoppage time on the clock. Tudor. No, it wasn't meant for Salem. Oh, it's a terrible pass to Hefte. Tudor again! Blocked well by Robin Koch, and it will be just the 1-0 advantage to take back to Barraboy Lane for tomorrow's episode. We could have done better than that. We absolutely could have won that by more. They had barely any chances. Oh, to be fair, we only had one more. Maybe it was a closer game than I gave Roma credit for. Bayern win by a 0-0 at the Allianz to lead Manchester United as they head into their second leg. So 1-0 scoreline on both fronts. It's Leeds up next. Hopefully, that should be a pretty straightforward simmed victory. And then, well, it's Liverpool again, isn't it, at the end of the month? Right, Leeds. Brenner up top for them. We know how good he can be from our previous series this year. A 3-2 win. Fikayo Tomori pulling one back for Leeds late after Salem, Bull and Hefte have given us a 3-1 lead. 3 points. Very welcome indeed. Right then. Third and final game of the day. At home against Liverpool. Liverpool with Alisson in goal. Trent, Bastoni, Ndicka and Tsimikas at left back. Mason Mount, new signing. Fabinho, Mikel Merino. Harvey Elliott, Diogo Jota and Myron Boadu. As the front three, new signing Callum Hudson-Odoi on the bench as well. Expect to see him at some point. 87 rated. Mason Mount, also 87 rated here for this game. £200 million spent on those two in the most recent January transfer window. Can they change things enough for Liverpool to help them avoid an absolute battering like we dished out last time we played them? Jota. Elliott. Oh, why did it change me? It changed me. He's offside, surely. It changed me from... I was literally running with Pumphrey to try and close down the man, and it changed player for me. Thankfully, we got away with it. We may even get so away with it that we end up going on a great counter-attack. I'm going to pull this back for Hefte. And Hefte gives us a 1-0 lead in quite some emphatic, powerful style. Well, I was nearly... Well, I was super annoyed at the fact that it changed player for me at the other end. It nearly cost me a goal. And then from that, we're around the other way. We're super happy that we've scored a goal. 1-0, Barrow. Liverpool, caught on the counter again? Never. Boadu. Tsimikas to Mikel Merino. Fabinho. Oh, hello. I didn't expect that. Jota. I stepped to try and play number 17 offside. And then the rest of the defence dropped. Liverpool on the counter? Never! I hope that... I just hope that's different for FIFA 22. Because it's been the case for years now. Big sides, commit too many men forward, easy counter-attack, easy win. Even on the hardest difficulty with sliders. Snore. That's a good switch. Tsimikas. Wearing the captain's armband, Tsimikas here. Surprised to see that, the left back. Fabinho, you thought Fabinho would have had it, or Alisson perhaps. Diogo Jota out wide to Harvey Elliott. Option back. There's Trent. Maybe even Trent could get the captain's armband by this point in his career. Vicente. Oh no, Boadu. Fabinho with a header. Comfortable for Vermaelen. Oof, that was slightly worrisome. Very nearly. Found Liverpool bringing themselves back into it there. Jenkins to Hefte. Oh, picked off nicely by Trent. Fired quickly to Diogo Jota. Marino, Fabinho. Terrible from the Brazilian. Absolutely awful. Lucas Bull. Man at the back post. Oh, Salim's in the middle. 3. 3. Oh, that's a nice ball by Jota into Mason Mount. What? Honestly, I'm speechless. I don't quite know how to tell you why Mason Mount, you can see what he feels about it, why Mason Mount made that decision in that situation. I was about to say, is he going to start to repay some of that transfer value? No, I think his value is plummeting after that. Here comes Callum Hudson-Odoi then. The other massive signing for Liverpool in the summer. Sorry, in the January window. They made the changes to try and improve the squad to come for this title challenge. Oh, that was the wrong pass to play there from me, but I've gotten away with it. But so far, on today's evidence, Liverpool's side hasn't really been improved. We could score a fourth against them again if that pass had been a little bit better. Looking for Damian. Dink it in, and ball's there. Oh, we'll fall for Salim, and he'll hit the side netting. Not quite scored 4 against Liverpool like we did last time yet, but still half an hour to add more. Over the top. Diogo Jota back to Fabinho, and into Mikel Merino again. Here's Diogo Jota again, and Renato Sanchez off the bench now. More changes for Liverpool to try and instigate a comeback. Jenkins behind for a corner, 25 to go. Looks like another change for Liverpool. Indeed it is. Diogo Jota going off. Then number 9 coming on. I don't recognise him. We'll see if we recognise the name at least in a moment. Jota off and Evan-Nielsen on. Can't say as I'm threatened by Evan-Nielsen, to be completely honest. I don't know what he grows to in this save. Oof. But he's trying to make an impact, and I'll give him credit for that. It's Mikel Merino out to Boadu. Early ball in, but wow, what an interception by Pumphrey. They're pressing for it, Liverpool. They are pressing for it, and they've had the better of this second half. They've been much improved, but I don't know whether it's just because they've had a lot of the ball, and I haven't had the opportunity to do this yet in the second half. And now we have the opportunity to do this. Oh, we still can't score a fourth goal. Oh, I've got a pen, have I? What for? Handball, presumably, but that's a pretty harsh decision from the referee. Tsimikas is literally next to me. I mean, he did go like that, I guess, but still, I'll take it. Lucas Bull, I'm just going to go straight down the bloody middle. Thank you, Alisson. 4-0. Boadu. Oh, it's a lovely cross. That's a gorgeous cross. Perfection from Boadu out wide. One back for Liverpool, but it's probably not going to change much with regard to the outcome of the tie. It'll still be a solid victory for us. It just saves Liverpool a little bit more goal damage. Goal damage. A little bit more goal difference damage. It's damage limitation. That was the phrase that was going through my head as I was saying that. Although, of course, if we could just go and score a fifth, then damage limitation is ruined for Liverpool. It's 4-1 though, with 7 minutes to go, 6 minutes to go. Hudson-Odoi, this is the first time he's actually touched the ball since he came on. Renato Sanchez back to Fabinho, lofted in for Evan-Nielsen. Renato there again, and here's Hudson-Odoi for a second time. Little back heel to Trent. Hudson-Odoi again. Cross it. Come on, lads. Hello. Some of Liverpool's play is actually decent. Like, this has been a good move, and they're working the ball about. Well, they haven't put the ball in the middle yet, but some of the football they play is really good. And obviously, the goal for Renato was very well worked. That hit Jenkins in the inner thigh, I think, not the hand. Hudson-Odoi to Renato again, and out to Trent for a second time. And Sloppy's time is nearly over now. Do you close the man? Do you block the pass? Thankfully, you wait for him to play the pass, and it's a terrible one, and you can just clear it anyway. 60 seconds between us and another sizable victory over Liverpool, and another sizable victory over a title rival. What are you doing, Vermaelen? If that had cost me a win, explosions in this office. As it matters, or as it doesn't matter, as a matter of fact, as it happens, it's only 4-2. So we still get the win. Damage limitation for Liverpool continues. And it's only a 4-goal swing in goal difference, not an 8-goal swing in goal difference. Manchester United lose 3-1 to Leeds in the end. And that opens up, or should open up, a really, really decent gap for us at the top of the Premier League table. You can see that Pumphrey's completed his development schedule. He's now 92. One of the world's best is absolutely correct. Not that any of his stats are now going to change, but not that they need to at 92 rated. So what does the Premier League table look like at the end of February then? Let's have a quick gander, shall we? Barrow top by 6 points from Liverpool, who are a further 6 points clear of Arsenal, although they do have a game in hand. It's definitely a two-way title fight then, isn't it? And look at our goal difference, plus 37 to Liverpool's plus 23. It would be entirely different if it weren't for our giant wins over Fulham and Manchester City and our two sizable wins over Liverpool. 4-2, 6-0 over City. Where was the Fulham game? 6-0 over Fulham and 4-0 over Liverpool last time we played them. They are the deciding factors on deciding results so far. This month, Reading in the FA Cup, Arsenal, Roma, West Brom. Although we should hopefully, provided we can beat Reading, get another FA Cup tie at some point in the month of March. But the month of March will be tomorrow. The month of March on Monday. Thank you very much for watching, guys. As ever, drop the video a like if you're enjoying. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the remainder of this final season or the new series that's coming very soon. And I'll see you next time.